Welcome to practice. I'm Donna Cavanough, and we're going to do some salutes to the thumb. And a chair might be something really useful to help you do those if stepping back and forward on the mat when your hands are on the floor is difficult for whatever reason. I'm rehabilitating my shoulder at the moment, so I'm going to use a chair. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. Speaking of shoulders, and you can make those movements as exaggerated as you like or as subtle as feels good. Looking for smoothness in your joints. Exploring your suppleness. Good. Let's make circles just with your forearms. So you're going to keep your elbows by your side and your fingers can be straight here. Trying to get your forearm to move at the elbows and then the other direction. Good. You keep your elbows still by your side. Okay, and now try with a fist. Fingers in a fist, making your forearm make circles. And then the other direction. Good. And then just your wrists. So hold your forearms parallel to the floor. Just your wrists around in a circle. Hands still making a soft fist. And then the other direction. And now with the fingers out. And circle the other direction. Nice. Take your arms out from your shoulders, palms up, and little circles now. Relaxing your neck, lifting the front of the thighs, reaching your thumbs to the back of your movement, lengthening your lower back. So make sure your neck is nice and relaxed as you do these. We want to try and get the movement into the space between the shoulder blades. Lovely. Releasing. Good. We're going to stand up onto the tiptoe and lower down slowly. Nice and slow, being the operative instruction. Good. And you can repeat if you were challenged by that. Repeat with 2 feet, hip width and parallel. Or try 1 foot at a time. So you can keep your other foot just really lightly on the floor to help if you need to. And then swapping feet up onto the ball of the foot, lowering down slowly. We try to keep nice balanced posture here. Let's do 1 foot at a time again, or both feet together if you need to. Trouble with my left. Nice work. All right. So here's where I'm going to use the chair, and you might want to grab one as well. If you are using the chair, put all 4 feet on your mat so it doesn't take off when you put some pressure on it. And you don't need to use one, of course, if you're comfy with reaching the floor. Standing in mountain pose, Tadasana. Let's take the arms up into Urdhva Hastasana. And then Uttanasana. And if your hands are on your chair, you've got lots of room for your back. If you're trying to reach the floor, you might have made a hunchback shape. So lift your hands up onto your leg so that we're all able to access that movement of the spine up and down. And just check in that you really can move your spine. Find your movement, your suppleness here. Arching spine up, arching spine. Good. You might notice as you arch the spine down, you start to get that stretch in the hamstrings right up near the attachments at the hip bone. Good. Arch the spine down, so hands back on the seat of the chair or on your leg. Good. And if you're putting your hands on the floor, do that now. And we're going to step the left foot back. Have the front leg bent and the back heel pressing and lift the chest. Your hands might be on the floor or else you're using your chair. Good. And then we're going to step the right foot back into downward facing dog pose. We're going to lift the hips or lift the sit bones and take the hips back. Nice deep breath as you explore lengthening your legs, nice and strong, lengthening your spine, and making a little bit more space between your shoulders and your neck. Great. And then we'll step the left foot forward. Front leg bent, back heel pressing, lifting your chest. This is beautiful. And then forward into your Uttanasana, standing forward bend. And if you're using the chair, but you're quite flexible, you might be able to rest your forehead on your hands, or else have your arms so they support that lovely feeling of fluid spine, of supple spine. Good. And then we'll bend the knees and come up. Nice work. Arms up, Urdhva Hastasana and Tadasana. Taking it nice and slow, just enjoying your movement. Urdhva Hastasana and Uttanasana. Standing forward bend, however it feels good, but check in that your spine is not making a hunchback shape. So feel that suppleness and bringing the bones of the spine. Good. We're going to step the right foot back, so we're in a lunge and the back heel really presses down, bending your front leg. Nice deep breath. Great. We'll take the left foot back into downward facing dog pose. Taking the hips back, lifting the sit bones, lifting the quadriceps, the front of the thighs. Making a little more width from the neck to the shoulders, between the shoulder blades. Armpits as long as they can be. Beautiful. Stepping your right foot forward. We press that back heel. And then Uttanasana, you're standing forward bend, so step the left foot forward. Wherever that feels good to support your head, so your neck is lengthening. Good, and then bend your knees and inhale and rolling up, Urdhva Hastasana. Okay, and we're going to repeat exactly that sequence, but a little bit faster. Urdhva Hastasana, Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale, left foot back, lunge. Lifting the chest. Good, inhale. Exhale, right foot back, downward facing dog pose. Inhale. Exhale, left foot forward, lunge, lift the chest, press the back heel. Inhale, exhale, right foot forward, Uttanasana, standing forward bend. And then bending your knees to roll all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana and Tadasana. Feel the flow of your breath as we change side. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana and Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale, right foot back this time, lunge. Lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, left foot back. Downward facing dog pose. Inhale. Exhale, right foot forward. Lunge, lift the chest. Bones of the spine reaching forward. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Be in your forward bend. Uttanasana. Bend your knees and inhale. And rolling up. Urdhva Hastasana and Tadasana. Again. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale, left foot back. Lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, right foot back, downward facing dog pose. Let's add a plank posture in this time. Bring the shoulders forward so they're over the wrist. Lift the front core of the body. Inhale. Exhale, press the hips back. Inhale. Exhale, left foot forward, lunge, lift the chest. Bring the hips forward. Good, inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, and Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana, really reaching. Uttanasana, stretching your legs, bones of the spine forward. Inhale. Exhale, right foot back, lunge. Press the back heel. Drop the hips forward. Lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog pose. And then shoulders over the wrists. Lift the front of the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, take the hips back. Inhale. Exhale, right foot forward, lunge. Inhale. Exhale, left foot forward. Uttanasana. Rolling up, Urdhva Hastasana. Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. Left foot back. Right foot back. Plank position, bring the shoulders forward, press the heels, lift the thigh. Inhale. Exhale, press the hips back. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Left foot forward, lunge. Right foot forward, Uttanasana. Bend the knees. Inhale, rolling up, Urdhva Hastasana. Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back, downward facing dog pose. Bring the shoulders over the wrists, plank position. Press the heels, lift the front of the thighs. Hips back, downward facing dog pose, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. And right foot forward, lunge. And left foot forward, Uttanasana. And then bend your knees and inhale. Urdhva Hastasana. And Tadasana. Good. Just step away from your chair for a moment in your mountain pose. Feeling that flow. Lovely. Now, we're going to use the chair, or you can have your hands on your legs if you're not using the chair. Come into Uttanasana, your standing forward bend. So if you don't have a chair, put your hands on your leg. So we've got that extra room to move in the spine. And if you have your chair, you might be able to put your forearms on the chair and rest your forehead. With each exhalation, sink the spine a little further down towards the floor. As you inhale, just let the body be filled with space. Lift the kneecaps, the quadriceps, the sit bones. As you exhale, press gently the bones of the spine towards the earth. As you inhale, letting the body be filled with space, length. Good, and then we're going to bend the knees and inhale. And coming up, Urdhva Hastasana and your Tadasana. Okay. We're going to lift the right foot up onto the chair, or if you're not using one, just standing on your left foot and lifting your right foot. The nice thing about using the chair is it's another point of balance. So if you're a little bit wobbly on your one foot, then you've got that further helper. But you can always lift your foot up off the chair if you find you have your balance. So use it as you need. We'll take the left hand onto the right knee and the right hand onto the sacrum. Turning your torso to the right side now. And we're going to take the right arm straight out from the right shoulder. So the palm is facing forward. But then reach back with the back of your right hand, and see if you can bring your front torso parallel to the long edge of your mat. You're looking back over your right shoulder. Good, and then release your arms, your torso back to the front. Good. When you step your right foot back down to the floor, make it deliberate. Find where it's going to land. Good work. Standing in the right foot, lifting the left foot up onto the chair or just up. And we'll take the right hand onto the knee and the left hand onto the sacrum. Good, turning the torso to the left side this time. Good, take your right arm out as far as it goes. And then we turn the ribs and we reach the back of the left hand. Sorry, did I say right arm? I think I did. So the left arm. The left arm. And we reach the back of the left arm towards the long edge of the mat. Good, and then we're going to release, facing back to the front, being very deliberate about placing the sole of the foot back to the floor. Lovely. All right, Urdhva Hastasana and then Uttanasana. Lift your torso, so you might have your hands on the floor or you've put your hands up on your chair. And we're going to step the right leg back. So right leg back, and it's a distance from the front to back where both heels are on the floor. You've got a bit of a stretch in your legs. Good. And then the left hand goes on the floor inside the left foot or on the chair in the center. And we're going to take our right hand onto the sacrum to start with, and we're going to turn the torso to the right side, looking up towards the ceiling past your right shoulder. Lengthening the sides of the waist, lift the kneecaps. Good, and then we're going to reverse that. Take your right hand to the floor inside your left leg or onto the seat of the chair. Left hand onto the sacrum. And we're going to turn the torso this time to the left side. Lengthening ribs, pressing the legs, pressing the feet, lifting the kneecap. Left ribs are lifting. Good, you might even be able to take your left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Not in my range of movement yet. Beautiful. Turn back to look to the front. We are going to step forward and lift up and be balanced on the left foot. Lift your right knee up high. So remember the chairs there. You can always put your foot on the chair if you need to. Otherwise, take hold of your knee. Or take hold of your foot if you've started practicing that. Trying to keep your knee in line with your right ribs. You might even be starting to straighten your leg. Good. When you place your foot back down, be deliberate about where it lands. Lovely work. Urdhva Hastasana. And then Uttanasana. Good. And then we're going to step back the left foot. So have a distance from side to, or from front to back. So both heels are down. Good. And first of all, we're going to turn to the left, and you're going to put your right hand either in the center of the chair or on the floor inside the right foot. Left hand to the sacrum, turning your torso to the left. Good, and then we're going to reverse the turn of the torso. So it's going to be the left hand that's your supporter, and that can be inside the right foot or on the middle of the chair. We're going to turn the torso to the right side. Right hand on the sacrum, rolling back the right ribs, the right shoulder, and you might be able to take your right arm straight up. Good, and then we'll release. We're going to step forward, balance on the right foot, and lift the left foot up onto the chair or above the seat of the chair. And taking a hold, maybe your knee, maybe even your foot. The chair is a little off-putting. Good, and when you go to replace your foot back down on the floor, being deliberate. Good. Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. Okay, we're going to use the chair or not. Step the left foot back, and this is for Trikonasana. So your feet are your leg length distance, right heel intersecting through the left foot into arch, inner arch. Bring your hands to your hips and level them. Also, see if you can turn them towards the long edge of the mat. Now, knees might restrict how much you can bring them parallel to the edge of the mat. So listen to your knees, lift your kneecaps. Lovely. Take your arms straight out from your shoulders. And we're going to reach our right arm and right rib over the right leg. Good. And you can put your hand on the chair there or onto your leg and take your left arm straight up. And we reach back with the back of the left hand. Reach back with the left ribs, the left hip. Beautiful. Let's lift up. And we're going to step forward for Uttanasana. So if your foot's in under the chair like mine is, just give yourself room. So stepping forward and be in your standing forward bend. Taking satisfying breaths. Lifting the front of the kneecaps. Good. And then rolling yourself up so you can step your right foot back for Trikonasana. We're going to lift the torso and we're going to get the feet organized so the left heel intersects through the center of the right foot in an arch. Lifting kneecaps, strong legs here. Reach the arms from your shoulders. Reach your left arm, left ribs over the left leg. You can find either the chair to take your right arm up or your leg. You want to reach a little further and you're going to find your lengthening, your reaching, your good balance, and your Trikonasana. Reach the right, back of the right hand back, opening the ribs, shining the heart upward. Good, and then reaching for the chair, turning to face the front of the chair or the short front of the mat, stepping your right foot forward, being in your standing forward bend. Uttanasana. Find that your spine is mobile, not locked, not rigid, but supple. And as you breathe, the bones of the spine press forward. Good, and then we'll bend the knees and inhale. Hands coming up, arms up. Good, and then Tadasana. Great. We're going to use the chair if you're using yours or not, that's fine. It's for our squatting. And I find that if you've got something to hang on to out in front, place your heels as far apart as is comfortable. And hold on the chair. Now, you can only squat as comfortable with. So that might just be halfway or a little way. Make sure that the kneecaps are lifting and that the pelvic floor is lifting and the lower front abdomen. So squat with your heels onto the floor. Chair, one of you will keep your heels down. And we're going to press into the heel to lift up. Good. So use that, or you can use something that's fixed in your house, like the kitchen bench or a door handle. Just want to make sure you're not relying too much on the weight of that thing. Use your body. Into your knees. So we squat down and press into the heels to lift up. And we're going to do one more of those. And if you find that you could sit safely from there, then sit down. Otherwise, take a seat on the floor now, safely and wisely, as works for you. All right. We're going to lay down and put the feet up on the seat of the chair. So be close enough to your chair so you could take hold of the front legs, to wiggle yourself in. And then we put the feet on the front edge of the chair and lift the hips. Now, if you can't quite reach the legs of the chair, just do this with your palms flat down on the floor and your arms parallel. And we lift the hips, giving the shoulders a nice stretch. Neck is long. Beautiful. And then lowering down. And let's just take a moment. I do love this pose. It does depend on the shape of your chair, but if you can support as much of the lower leg as you can, just taking a moment to reset the spine. Beautiful. And then we're going to repeat. So you can hold on to the front legs of the chair if that works for you. Otherwise, hands flat down and feet at the front edge of the chair. Lift the hips nice and high. Oh, and give the shoulders a nice big stretch. Neck is long. Ah, yes. And then lowering down. And then we put the feet onto the seat of the chair. Ah, the back of the legs supported. Letting the spine relax. Enjoying the satisfaction of the breath. Lovely. And we're going to do one more of those. Feet on the front edge of the chair. Lift your hips. Giving your arms, your shoulders a nice big stretch. The back of the neck long. Lift the hips high. Belly nice and relaxed. Enjoying the flow of breath. And then lowering down, bone by bone. And one more, back of the leg. Just relaxing onto the seat of the chair. My chair's a bit little for me. Lovely. And then we're going to roll over to the right side. Take your blanket. Did I mention you needed a blanket? I always have one. We're going to blanket it out a little way from the front edge of the chair, and we're going to take a seat onto that. We might sit with the legs straight out into Dandasana. Now, because I'm restricted on my left side with my shoulder movement, I'll show you on my right. You might be able to hold the chair or even put your hands up onto the seat of the chair or hold the legs up high. If you're restricted like me on the other side, we can hold down closer to the floor. Because what we're going to try and do is lift the torso up to straight. So don't hold so high that you position. We want to use the hold as just a guide, but really working to lift the front of the torso. So you should feel a nice stretch in the front of your shoulders and don't overdo it. Okay, we'll press the back of the legs down, press out through the soles of the feet and lifting the chest and breathing deeply. Oh. Lovely. And then we're going to release. Turn around so that you are facing your chair. And we're going to take a seat on the blanket again. With wide legs. Wiggle yourself so you're tipping your pelvis forward. And then you're going to push the chair away from you as far as makes sense to imagine resting your forehead. Now, if you couldn't imagine resting your forehead there, you can stack your hands up nice and high to make soft fists And some people are not going to quite reach. So what you're going to do is use the chair just to hold and to lift the front of the chest. All right, but again, we're going to press out through the soles of the feet, press the back of the legs down. Don't think that you have to reach your head to the chair if it means that you make a hunchback shape. We want to really press the bones of the spine forward. And with each breath, we're going to find length. The length of lifting the spine. And with each exhalation, pressing the bones of the spine forward. So use the chair so it makes sense for you to help you explore your movement here. Strong, straight leg, pressing the backs of the legs down. Bones of the spine relaxing forward. Hmm. Hmm. Lovely and relief. And you can just move your chair gently out of the way, and we're going to sit back towards the middle of the mat and finish our practice with a seated without using the chair. Have your legs so they're comfortable for you. You want to feel like the pelvis tips forward when you sit so that you're on the front of the sit bone, and feel the length and suppleness of your spine. And we'll turn to the left side. Feel the belly twist, the ribs turning. Feel the spaciousness of the breath, the potential in your body to move, to explore, and then just to be. We're going to keep that lovely turn and take your left arm up by your left ear. Really reach. And then reach your right ribs out and over your right thigh. And you go as far as feels good for your body. So we want both sides of the waist to feel long. We want to keep that nice big turn in the belly and the ribs. And we're going to reach and breathe and feel the heart shining up and out. Good. And then we'll come up and change the cross of the legs if you've got your legs crossed. And we'll turn to the right side. Feeling the turn of the belly, the turn of the ribs. Finding your breath. Exploring potential space in your body. And just being. Beautiful. Take your right arm up by your right ear. Really reach the right side of the body. And then we're going to lengthen the left rib over the left thigh. Reaching as far as. Mm. Taking a couple of deep breaths as you center your spine. Find your ease. Bring your hands in front of your heart. And take the feeling of practice with you. Namaste.